Well then, with the 3 Doctor Who specials now over, David Tennant has officially passed the keys of the TARDIS over to his replacement, Ncuti Gatwa. Or rather, the other TARDIS keys. Let me explain.
One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Well, when I was a little boy, we used to live in a house that was perched halfway up the top of a mountain. And behind our house, there sat under a tree an old man, a hermit, a monk. He lived under this tree for half his lifetime, so they said. Learned the secret of life.
If you had created a virus in your laboratory, something contagious and infectious that killed on contact, a virus that would destroy all other forms of life, would you allow its use?
Ah, you've come to help me find the Zero Room. Welcome aboard. I'm the Doctor. Or will be if this regeneration works out.
Powerback conspirators, Daleks from Tyrants, Cybermen. They're still in the nursery compared to us. 10 million years of absolute power. That's what it takes to be really corrupt.
There are worlds out there where the sky is burning, where the seas asleep and the rivers dreamy. People made of smoke and cities made of song. Some of there's danger, some of there's injustice. Somewhere else the tea is getting cold.
A meteor storm meant that the sky above us was dancing with lights. Purple, green, brilliant yellow, yes! These shoes! They fit perfectly, yes.
Time Lords of Gallifrey, Daleks of Skara, I serve notice on you all. Too long I have stayed my hand, no more. Today, you leave me no choice. Today, this war will end. No more.
Everybody lives, Rose. Just this once! Everybody lives! But me? I could do so much more! So much more!
But this is what I get. My reward.
Can you hear? All these people who lived in terror of you and your judgment. All these people whose ancestors devoted themselves, sacrificed themselves to you. Can you hear them singing?
I'm not doing this because I want to beat someone, because I hate someone, or because I want to blame someone. It's not because it's fun. God knows it's not because it's easy. It's not even because it works, because it hardly ever does. I do what I do because it's right. Because it's decent. And above all, it's kind. It's just that. Just kind.
We're all capable of the most incredible change. We can evolve while still staying true to who we are. We can honor who we've been and choose who we want to be next. Now's your chance. How about it?
Doctor Who, as we know, is an English sci-fi series that first aired on November 23, 1963. It starred William Hartnell as the titular Doctor, as we followed him on his journeys through time and space with an ever-changing cast of companions. On November 29, 1966, an event happened that would change Doctor Who forever. For the very first time, the Doctor regenerated. With this trick, the writers were given more freedom to do more physically demanding stories, as Hartnell's successor Patrick Troughton was much younger and could do more than his predecessor ever could. And from then on, we were given decades of stories, new companions, and new faces the Doctor would have. In 2022, the 13th Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, regenerated, retaking the face of her 10th incarnation predecessor played by David Tennant. And after a year of anticipated waiting, we got to see him again, and his first episode back in the Blue Box was actually an adaptation of the 4th Doctor story released in comics in 1980 called The Star Beast.
The spaceship crashes right in front of her. It's like she's drawing us in.
What the hell?
The episode follows the Doctor reuniting with his old companion Donna Noble. Back in her final episode as a main series companion, she took on the mind of a Time Lord, which was too much for her and was killing her. The Doctor, in an attempt to save her, wiped her memory of him, and should she remember him, she would die. So he spends the whole episode basically trying to avoid her or trying to make sure she cannot remember him, as he does not want her to die. Unfortunately, he needs her help in stopping the episode's main baddie, Beep the Meep, from destroying all of London. Now, this episode was not very well received, and I will get into it. Why? Well, there are plenty of other channels out there that explain why this is a rough episode. I personally do not want to open that can of worms, but I will state that I was not a fan of this episode, and of the 3, it is definitely my least favorite. The episode ends with Donna spilling coffee on the TARDIS console, sending her and the Doctor all through time and space. This leads them into the second episode, Wild Blue Yonder.
Hello?
Where are we?
Oh, life signs.
The Doctor and Donna end up at the edge of the universe on an empty spaceship that, unbeknownst to them, has unknown beings on it that want to take their shape and invade the universe. This episode, in my opinion, is definitely the best of the 3 that we got. The tension and atmosphere make it very creepy, and not knowing who is who makes you anxious. The episode ends with Doctor and Donna returning to Earth, where they're met by everyone's favorite character, Wilfred Mott, played by the late Bernard Cribbins.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Wilfred begs the Doctor for help, as everything around them has become chaotic, and we don't know why. This would lead us into the 3rd and final special, The Giggle.
Doctor, we meet again. The Time Lord and the Toymaker. One final game.
It's time.
This episode reintroduces a character whom we haven't seen since William Hartnell's time in 1966, the Celestial Toymaker, played by Neil Patrick Harris, replacing Michael Gough, who passed away in 2011. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he played Alfred in 1989's Batman and all the live-action Batmans in the 90s. This episode shows the true knowledge and power of the Toymaker, as he informs Donna of the companions that replaced her and what happened to them. Amy, dying of old age. Clara, living on her last second of life, traveling the universe. Bill, whose consciousness is traveling the universe after being converted into a Cyberman. I'll be honest, this literally goes nowhere. It's just a bit of fan service. But we also find out the Master, the Doctor's oldest friend and rival, fellow Time Lord, took on the Toymaker in a game. We don't know what game, but we know that the Master lost. And in begging tones, pleading with the Toymaker not to kill them, the Toymaker transmorphed the Master into the Toymaker's own golden tooth. Which incarnation of the Master? I have no idea. This could be pre-Missy. This could be post-Missy. Pre the Spy Master, post the Spy Master. We're not given any information because this could fall anywhere. The episode takes place between the years of 1925 and 2023, where the Doctor has a final showdown with the Toymaker, who uses a laser cannon to kill the Doctor, which I'll be honest was really surprising, as we still had 20 minutes left in the episode and the Doctor ends up regenerating. Or so we think. Instead of the energy exploding out like it normally does, it ends up just getting absorbed into the Doctor, who ends up splitting into two with his next incarnation. This is apparently known as a bi-generation, something that is supposed to be a myth in this universe, as it's never happened before in all of Time Lord history, making the Doctor the first ever Time Lord to do it. Well, the two Doctors decide we're going to play a game with the Toymaker, who is bound by the rules of the game. They play the Toymaker in a game of catch. After beating him, they banish him from the universe. His final dialogue leaves a cryptic message in the same vein as Beep did when he got arrested in the first special.
Just wait till I tell the boss.
My legions are coming.
As the Toymaker is being folded like paper, he loses his gold tooth, which gets picked up by a woman's hand with red nail polish. In the background, we hear the laughter of men and women, foreshadowing the return of the Master. Now, I'll be honest, was that the Master's own hand? Was that Missy? Was that another female incarnation? I don't know. But all I know is that the Master's coming back, and it might be interesting to see. We're informed that a possible reason for the bi-generation is that the Doctor's body and mind are just exhausted after non-stop fighting and running into danger from his first incarnation until now, with his 15th incarnation offering to take up the reins so the 14th can retire and enjoy a peaceful life. 14 doesn't want to leave the TARDIS, as he spent thousands of years in it. That's when the 15th comes up with an idea. He grabs a mallet and, like Harley Quinn, he hits the TARDIS, causing it to shoot out another TARDIS. Something about the Toymaker's presence or I don't know, it's weird. Now, not only are there two Doctors, but two TARDISes. TARDISi? Tardi. Tardi. I don't know. 15 proceeds to take the second TARDIS, and with a warm goodbye to his predecessor and former companion, he leaves to travel the universe, while 14 stays on Earth, spending time with Donna, her family, and Mel, an old companion from his time as the 7th Doctor. The episode ends with the 15th in his TARDIS, as we're left with a message saying the next episode will be around Christmas. Now, I want to state something. There is so much possibility with the 14th Doctor. This could be an opportunity for the 14th Doctor to become the character known as the Curator, who we were introduced to 10 years ago during the 50th anniversary, as that character was played by Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor actor, who proceeds to tell the 11th Doctor,
and in years to come you might find yourself revisiting a few, but just the old favorites.
This is an ample opportunity to show us the origins of the Curator, and that in actuality, it was the 14th Doctor who became the Curator, who would then go on to regenerate into his 4th incarnation, and later on his 6th incarnation, because we do know, from Big Finish, that there were two forms of the Curator, Tom Baker and Colin Baker. And that would be pretty fucking cool. Now, these three specials are very hit and miss, and I will state that the best is Wild Blue Yonder, followed by The Giggle, with Star Beast taking up the rear. I'm not sure how this new era of Who will go. I'm hoping it doesn't end in the same way as the classic series did, but with the way filmmaking and production is going and story writing, I'm not sure. But hey, go check out these episodes for yourself and decide or not whether you want to continue the series. That's all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day, good evening, whatever your time zone. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I'm just making this after I finish the video. First off, I want to apologize. This video was supposed to come out a week ago, but I spent the 11th until the 16th in the hospital. I'm just going to quickly go over it. I have multiple sclerosis, and I had a very bad flare-up, so I needed to be put on some IV steroids for a few days to help calm it down. And it's not really a good excuse, but I couldn't really do much. I didn't have proper internet service. I also didn't have my computer, so I couldn't really finish the editing. But I just wanted to add on this at the end and state that I'm hoping to get more videos out in a more timely manner than I have been the last couple of years. But yeah, if the reason why this is so randomly uploaded, it's because it was supposed to come out last week, like a day or two after The Giggle itself aired. But yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for watching.